Hello students, this is Ms. Marroquin, and today we're going to go through ecology. Quick review, the four main things we're going to hit on are energy conservation, biomes, symbiotic relationships, and succession. So the very first thing we need to know for energy conservation is that energy is stored in the form of food. Plants get energy from the sun, which is called radiant energy, and in turn produce food. Either we directly eat the plants or the plants are ingested by another predator that we end up eating. So through this process we create this energy pyramid, and as you go up the energy pyramid, which you can see in reverse here, you get energy lost. Not necessarily lost period, but transferred into a different way. So let's say we have the plants and rabbits eat plants, so that energy from the plants is getting transferred to the rabbits. However, some is lost or transformed in either heat energy or mechanical energy. When the coyote eats the rabbit or the snake eats the rabbit, less energy is transferred to it because, again, thermal energy that the rabbits need to keep themselves warm, and mechanical energy that the rabbits use to run away from the snake. And also we have electrical energy that sometimes we use when we're processing information or neurological thoughts. So with that, we need to look at the biomass. Notice that we have more plants than we have rabbits, and we have more rabbits than we have snakes. So it's just a natural order of the food pyramid. As we go up the chain, we have less of. So food webs and food chains, the energy is transferred from animal to animal in different ways. Like I said, the bottom, the producers have the most energy, and as you go up, energy is lost. So let's go ahead and look at biomes. With biomes, we have biotic factors and we have abiotic factors. Biotic factors are living things that affect an ecosystem, which would be predators and prey. Abiotic factors are like weather or water, or if the soil has enough nutrients needed for the plants to grow. We have what is called a carrying capacity. Carrying capacity is how much of a specific species could the environment hold or have enough resources for. We have competition. Competition is what you normally think of when you think of competition, but in the animal world, we're competing for resources and for food, for mates, or for shelter. Sometimes the number of offspring a certain species has is a lot more than is going to actually survive to reproduce. For example, spiders, they have hundreds of tiny little spiders, but only half of them actually end up living to adult age. Symbiotic relationships, we have mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. Mutualism is when they're both happy. So if you want to think about mutualism, it has a U in it. So U kind of looks like a smiley face. Both organisms are happy in this relationship. Or you could think of whenever you check your Facebook account, somebody requests you, check your Facebook account, and you have mutual friends, you're sharing. Okay, you're sharing that. You both share that same friend, so you're both sharing something in a mutualistic relationship. In a parasitism, you have one organism that is benefiting while the other organism is getting harmed. When you think of parasites, you think of fleas, ticks, or tapeworms, things that hurt one animal but benefit them. And so once you know what mutualism is and parasitism is, know that commensalism is right in the middle. Okay, one organism is happy while the other one's not affected at all, or either way or another. Finally, we have succession. Succession, we have two types. We have primary succession and we have secondary succession. Primary succession is when you just have a brand new piece of land, and you have your very first species populating it. So you're going to have the smaller species like mosses, lichens, and smaller plants, and eventually they fix the soil, the nitrogen and nutrients in the soil, to have bigger plants, and eventually you'll get something like a forest that's after years and years of smaller pioneer species fixing the soil for them. Secondary succession is right after a natural disaster. It could be a hurricane, a tsunami, or a forest fire. So those are the main points for ecology. Just a quick reminder of our macro levels of organizations. We have organisms. Organisms are part of a species. Species are then considered a population, depending on where they're living. And then you have your community, which is a bunch of species working together in an environment. That's it.